Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, everything spicy and the producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this show.
Hey everyone, I'm Phil and this is Everything Spicy. It is hump day. Hump day, hump day, hump day, hump day, hump day. And favorite day of the week, right? Hump day. Stop that, Sty. Quit it. They can't see you. It's a good thing, right? It's great to see everybody on a Wednesday night, man. I so missed the fact that my brother Saucy Shane didn't go live before me, man. I always get my little bit of saucy live fix before I go live. I don't stay there the whole time because I'm getting ready for the show and everything else. But I miss hearing him and I miss seeing him. Hopefully we don't miss out again. Great to see you guys here tonight. We got someone else showed up in the basement. That's awesome. It looks like we're going to have a good crowd of folks tonight. We got 23 people here. Guys, share it out. Share it out on your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever you got. Share us out. Let your friends know where you're doing tonight, where you're at, what's going on. You know, you like what we do. If if they're entertained by this, you know what, they might be too. It'd be kind of cool to get a whole bunch of people in here on a Wednesday night and just see how many we could possibly get in here. Of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Hitting the thumbs up is important, even though a lot of people don't seem to think of it. It shows activity. right? It shows activity on the channel. So I believe, thumbs up, thumbs down, bringing a bunch of people in here. It's all good. And again, if you want to support what I do here, what we do here, because it ain't just me, as you know, I've got a host of people up here with me every single night. If you want to support what we do, there's memberships for people, man. As little as $3.99 a month, which is not much. It helps you do the things that we do on here that you guys like to. You don't see me eat any more bug bars, scorpion bars, crickets, you name it. All that stuff. Costs money. So yeah, I love doing that stuff for you. And you know what? Even without it, I'd do it anyways. But it'd be nice. Anyways, I do appreciate everyone that is a member as well. So, and everybody that comes and just supports us in the chat. It's awesome too. So, all right, we are going to go to the top and we are going to start thanking people that are here right now. We first one in was Dr. Smith back at 7:42. Holy mackerel. What's up, Dr. Smith? Good to see you. It's Will. The Rocker Will was in the house. What's up, Will? Good to see you. Chasing the Reaper. James is in the house. What's up, James? Good to see you. I saw him further down in the chat, so I know he's here for sure. Get her down. Granny's here. What's up, Granny? Good to see you. Now, she might not come. She's in West Virginia, and I got a feeling it's pretty cold down there. She may not come up on the panel tonight because she got to be outside when she's, whether the she shed or the porch, and it's cold as hell out there. So good to see you, Granny. Good to see you, Chasing the Reaper. What's up, man? How you doing? I already said hi to Chasing the Reaper. That's good. Holy shit, what happened? Tim, Kirk, Whipper, Voyager Center. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, man. Crazy Ann. What's up, girl? Yeah, Ann's not going to be joining us on panel tonight, but she's going to be hanging out in the chat. Everybody make sure to show Ann some love. Give her some hugs. Give her some kisses. She's going to stay in the chat tonight and help us out there because we need help. I need help. I need help anywhere I can get help. So it's good to see you there. Harry, the Metal Music Maniac. What's up, Harry? How you doing? Eileen Ballou, the fam. I want to thank Eileen Ballou, the fam, for the super chat. We will get to that in just a moment. Once we clear all this out and we'll get all caught up with everybody, we'll give you a little bit. We'll give you, you know what we're talking about, right? We'll give you a little reward. Yeah. New Kitchen World is in the house. What's up, New Kitchen World? Good to see you. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Simo has been a member in and out of the channel. Simo Sups Beer Review. Simo's got his own YouTube channel. He mentioned it later in the comments here. So he supports us. We support those who support us, right? Go check out and subscribe to Simo Sups Beer Reviews because we know Simo knows his beer, don't you, Simo? We know that you like your beer. So good to see you, Simo. Of course, Sty North is in. Yeah, he's here and he's in the basement. Holy mackerel. Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. What's up, man? He got to save battery. He still ain't got power back there. Ain't got no water. Ain't got no power. Texas, I'm telling you, man. Eileen Ballou, the fam. There's that super chat. Thank you, Eileen Ballou, the fam. Mayberry, you 316. What's up? Donald Morris is in the house. What's up, Donald Morris? Good to see you, my friend. Those throats getting a little scratchy. Ariel Williams is in the house. What's up, Ariel Williams? Good to see you. Saucy Shane is in the house. What's up, my saucy brother? Good to see you. I missed you before this live stream, brother. I only say it because it's true, and I love you. Let's see who else we got in the house. We got B Wizzles in the house. What's up, Brandon? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Excuse me. Mr. Fulton's here. What's up, Fulton? Good to see you. We got Eric Pollock is in the house. You know what that means? I'm about to set my mouth on fire. We're gonna go light tonight because the last one I did. Woo! This ain't a lot, but it's a lot of this one. Yeti Mountain Trading, what's up, man? How you doing, Yeti Mountain Trading? Holy mackerel. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. It's smooth. She Digs is in the house. What's up, She Digs? Good to see you, man. Holy mackerel. King Vapes Gaping is in the house. King Vapes Gaming is in the house. What's up, Chad? Lone Star Beer Reviews. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Now we got to go backwards, make sure we didn't miss any, but Dr. Smith is here. And he is back. Good to see you, Dr. Smith. Woo! Joe W. Joey. What's up, Joe? Good to see you, my friend. Woo! My mouth is on fire. Moose Gal's in the house. What's up, Moose Gal? Good to see you, girl. Woo! Damn, Sam. Oh. Donald Morris, thank you for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Donald Morris. I appreciate the support. Awesome. Thank you, sir. Woo! Dang. All right. Let's go back down to the bottom. I think we're all caught up there. I'll see if anybody new come in. Patreon Pirates in the house. What's up, man? E-Waste Mike is here. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. Chrissy with an asterisk. What's up, Chrissy? How you doing? All right. I think we have caught up with everybody. If I missed you, I do apologize. Wow. There we go. Lone Star, you are blue, my friend. All right. We are going to start bringing. Oh, without further ado, Eileen, thank you very much for the super chat. Here you go.
You got a tendency for taking all your clothes off. Oh man, hot damn, you got a body like. Oh man, hot damn, I'm falling hard like. I like it. Oh man, hot damn, I like it.
And of course, the guys can't be left out. So we got Donald Morris. Thank you, Donald Morris. We got to come up with something a little bit better for the guys in that little overlay, but that's what we got for right now. Holy mackerel. Look at my eyeballs. I'm telling you, man, I'll be happy when that tincture's gone because that hurts. Woo! All right. So, without further ado, we got 32 people in the house. Again, hit the thumbs up, share us out. We are going to start bringing up the folks from the basement.
This video, learn how to get rid of a sty fast and maybe even overnight, as we go over the different types of styes that are out there and the different treatments that work. Let's take a look.
See what happens. That monstrous piece of shark. Oh! Right. Fucking son of a bitch! Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Now that doesn't happen often, but when it does, it pisses you off.
It certainly does.
It certainly does. How you doing tonight, Ty?
Pretty good tonight. Yep. It's been a good day.
That is some hot stuff, man.
No kidding. I'm sitting here watching you get all lit up. What? Yeah, Eric got a good show off of that one. Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, I tell you what. I don't know where Sabine got hers from. I don't know if it was just sitting around. It's gotten hotter. This has been sitting around probably for 2 years.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that makes it hotter or not. Budget Bushcraft and RV Life. What's up, man? Good to see you. Of course, I forgot Todd. Two Todd. I can only assume it's Todd. Only because he says, everybody always assumes it's Todd. It's Todd.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Woo. All right. Well, hey, you know what? We got another bloke in the basement.
A bloke in the basement.
A bloke in the basement. Who could it be?
The word for uncle is
오지상.
Oji-san.
오지상.
Now you try it.
What's up, Oji-san? How you doing?
Oji-san.
Oji-san, what's up, Jimmy?
Come on, Marcel.
Oh, get him, Marcel.
Shit.
Hey, yeah. Damn.
Hey, what's up,
Get up. I haven't been called a bloke in a while. That's cool.
Yeah. You all warmed up from playing out in the snow?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Yesterday we
Great.
played out there. Today it was just too cold, and we got like another 6-7 inches of snow. So
Your
it's a mess.
snow ain't the only concern I had with everything outside, it looked like a blast. But that's the first time I saw a snow angel with such short little tail feathers.
He has a hard time flying, you know.
Yeah.
He was kind of round in the middle too. I noticed that when I was landing.
Yeah, plump. Kind of plump. Yeah. Oh well.
You know, it's one of those videos you watch it later and you're like, man, I gotta lose some weight.
Yeah.
That's why I only videotape from here up, and I usually say, "Yeah, I need to lose some weight."
It was fun though. We're having a blast.
Yeah, you were.
Folks that are out of power and stuff. I don't know how I don't or how I do still have power. Hey, Lizzie Ann. But it's been fun. It's really been fun.
You're in one of those lucky areas, I guess, down there.
Well,
I mean, you're not in Texas.
There's not very many of us on this grid, and I'm kind of on a separate little electric co-op, so we don't really have the problems that the cities and towns are having. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I think they were saying either 12 or 20% of what Texas does are on those dang windmills.
Yeah,
and then windmills season up, man. That doesn't help their power struggles at all.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that they're not set up in redundancy that natural gas or coal kicks in right whenever those windmills are shut down. That's what needs to be there. I mean, go ahead and depend on them, but when they're ready to crash down, you got to have an alternative, you know.
Yeah.
You got to
you need like
redundant.
four. You need it like 4 deep redundant, like Sty is saying. You know. You need options.
That's
but them green people, they don't want them options.
I think we should build nuclear power plants. Is what I think.
I don't know a whole lot about nuclear power plants. I know everybody hates the word nuclear. But that's zero carbon emissions from that.
Well, and they can build them so much safer now than the ones that they built back in the 50s, and because
they got to keep them away from water where there'll be tsunamis, like in Japan.
Well, that's it.
It's got to be by water, but you don't put it by water where a tsunami can come in.
That's it. Is here in America, nuclear power plants today, they're not a risk to us. It's other countries. And Chernobyl proved it. I mean, the Russians have been trying to run dirty fuel way beyond its day, and they had one pop on them. And it was because of dirty fuel. And the U.S., we don't use dirty fuel. We don't have carbide cooling systems that blow carbide dust into the air. If it pops, it's very localized. It doesn't contaminate the whole damn country,
I've got a nuclear power plant 30 miles down the road from me, and we've never had a problem, any issues at all here.
We've got them out in New Hudson, Michigan. In New Hudson, Michigan, they've got 2 of those silos out there. So, and I don't know if they use them or not. I would assume they are. So,
yeah, and those big silos, all those are cooling towers.
Yeah.
The nuke power isn't in the towers. It's in it's controlled in a separate building. My brother and sister-in-law, their home was it's like 9 miles from the nuclear plant. And my brother says, and they built the thing so damn efficient, he's not going to get to spend that one day when they have to evacuate. He stays home, ties that red flag on the door saying that he's gone, and sits there in his big easy chair with the shotgun waiting for the first looter. He says, I was waiting for that thing to go haywire so I could do that one day, Yeah. He says, no, they built it too efficient,
We got an electric furnace, but we run all of our heat off of propane. So we've got a backup, for a backup. So
right.
Yeah, my only backup is a portable generator. So if we lose power, well, we do have again. I do have a direct vent gas fireplace. So that fireplace is sealed. It gets air for combustion from outside, and it puts all the exhaust outside. So when we have lost power here for a shorter period of time and don't need electricity but just need heat, we turn that on in the living room, and that gets just enough heat to where that living room is warm. It trickles into the bedrooms, and everything's okay. But again, when you need power, we've got our portable generator that we've got, and it runs off of gas or LP.
The portable generator, you know that the green folks hate them things. They want them to quit manufacturing them.
Yeah, so green.
So there you go. I mean, I've got friends that they're all solar. None of them use wind up here. It's just not enough wind to make it practical. But they're all solar, and they've got a Jenny sitting out there because they, like the one guy said, he said, God, we had 3 months where we had 4 full days of sunshine in 3 months.
Yeah.
He says, I had to use my generator a few times, he said. But that's just the way it is. And he's got the biggest damn battery bank I've ever seen in the world.
I got one big UPS box, and if the power does go out here, I just hook my modem into it so I can keep the internet going.
Yeah.
That's like 3 days.
That's
that's the most important thing. Can't be sitting around just talking to each other nowadays.
Well, that's my batteries in my trailer for when I'm out and about with the trailer. Those batteries will keep my CPAP machine running for 21 days plus my laptop.
Jeez.
So, I mean, and that's just batteries. So once every 21 days, I got to charge them. It takes about 12 hours to top them off. Dang. But it's backup. I told them power goes out here. Hell, I'm heading for the trailer. There's no running water in there. I don't have to worry about it freezing.
Yeah. What would the boy be doing in there anyways?
Yeah, right. They stay the hell out of there.
You get in there and running water is froze, and you got other problems.
Nah, I just throw them out in the snowbank, let them thaw out later this spring. Oh my God, my running water froze out. That's bad.
Damn it, I got running water in my house.
Yeah.
That's yeah. And they said it was going to be an improvement to have running water in the house.
Not necessarily, right?
No, I was all ready to go just build a new outhouse, you know. Oh no, had to let running water be put in. Yeah.
So you got more snow today, huh, Jimmy?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm glad we got our big snow yesterday. I swear we got 12 inches yesterday. But nothing today. Actually, it was sunny and in the low 20s. So any asphalt that was kind of snow covered and whatnot, that all started to melt and everything. And then by Monday or Tuesday or Sunday and Monday, we'll get back up in the upper 30s here.
Yeah.
So we'll really get cleared up. So I don't look like we're going to get any more snow.
Yeah, I think it'll start clearing tomorrow, and then Friday it should really start clearing out. And then Saturday it's supposed to be 60 and raining, so we're going to flood.
Yeah, you got all that snowpack now to go with the rain.
We'll have flash floods this weekend.
I'm watching all this snow everybody's got. I'm up here in northern Wisconsin. I'm right on Lake Superior. I look out there and we got standing snow. If you walked out in the snow that hasn't been touched all season, it's barely to your ankles.
Oh man.
And that's all the snow we got for the whole freaking winter. It's going to be fire hazard.
I think we're pushing a foot of snow. We're probably right around a foot, maybe just under a foot. It's what we got over the last couple of days.
Wow. That's big for Arkansas, man.
Yeah, it's been well over 10 years since we've had something like this.
Well, thank God they fixed global warming.
Right?
But they fixed it a little too well. I mean, all my friends down south are shoveling snow. They had to run out and buy shovels. I mean,
I saw a meme today. Some guys like, it only took Joe Biden 3 weeks or some shit like that to fix global warming.
Yeah. Wow, what a record.
What's up, Deadhead? How you doing, man? Nicholas Green is in the house. What's up, Nicholas Green?
Oh. No, it's
Yeah, Nick. Yeah. Yeah.
See, there's always sleds on sale down here. Like you can always find sleds, and I never buy one because I'm like, man, it's never going to snow. And I wanted a sled so bad the other day. We were trying everything to slide down that hill.
I thought that was pretty cool. That rock and dragon thing.
Yeah.
I thought, there you go. That's the way I was when I was a kid. That looks like it'll slide.
Yeah. It didn't slide very good, but we had fun.
I must have missed the first one. I watched the second one today. So,
Oh,
well, of course, the one I commented on. So,
yeah. Now the first one was just me driving to work and cussing all the way.
Yeah.
well, then I didn't catch that whole thing. I don't know. All right.
Yeah. Since when we can't drive around in this shit with bald tires?
Yeah, right.
That's the thing, is tires last about a year and a half longer down south than they do up here. Because they're not,
they don't have to worry about going through a winter with
spinning constantly, burning the tread off their tires, you know. So, and plus, they can let the tread get down to where you can just barely catch it with a fingernail. Still holds air. It's round. It's a good tire. Yeah,
That's right.
Well, that was my brothers. You know, they lived out in Reno and Carson City, and yeah, it's no big deal to let your tires get way low on tread. You get better fuel economy. There's less friction.
yeah. And you know when you got to get new ones, it's when you grab the tire and you cut your hands on the metal belt sticking through the tire.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
Doesn't it hurt, man?
What's
I've
up,
changed
Dina?
tires like that and just like, oh, bloody hands.
It's like when you grab an old piece of cable
Here we
that's
go.
frayed and you don't realize it till it's too late. You grab the hold of it. Oh man.
I learned the hard way, and I never grab cable without gloves anymore. Yeah. Steel cable will rip your hands apart.
Ugh. You're making my hands hurt even talking about that.
Yeah, and I watch these action movies, and some clown will jump off a tower and grab a steel cable, and he's sliding down that steel cable. And I thought, he ain't going to have any thighs left. He's not going to have any hands left, and his nuts are going to be about 50 feet off the ground up there, hung up in that cable.
Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, I slipped and fell, and I grabbed a cable that was on the side of a power line, you know, to hold the pole up.
Yeah,
man, I had like 10,000 barbs stuck in my hand.
Oh,
and they were all rusty. And yeah, I'll never forget it.
Did Reed, Texas mayor, resign? What?
What?
Yeah, one of the mayors resigned down there in Texas. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, because he was saying some shit about like if people are freezing to death, it's their own fault and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a stupid thing to say.
Yeah, yeah. There are just some things. I don't care if you think it or not. Just don't say it, man. Don't say that.
That's the mayor of New York when they caught him on keeping them. Well, they just got it. They would die. No matter where they die in a hospital.
Yeah. The governor, yeah, of New York.
Die. You idiot. You made yourself look twice as bad.
Yeah. They're still dead.
They're still dead.
They're still dead. Dead is dead. What do we care about how they died? Dead's dead.
Yeah. Never. No one ever takes any responsibility for anything. Hey, there's another Texan. How you doing, Miss Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Mrs. Roger Rabbit. She's a Mrs.
Mrs. She's the Mrs.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I can't think. It's not De Blasio. It's the other guy. He seems like he's a freaking Cuomo. He seems like he's a mafia type dude, doesn't he?
Oh yeah,
it's just that appearance thing.
He's got that whole mafia mentality, and
he's got that it is what it is kind of attitude.
Right.
Live with it.
Yeah, because I said so.
Right.
I'm surprised with that personality he even got elected, But then New York, the very first time I was in New York City, they ain't kidding. You ain't doing nothing wrong, but somebody's going to yell at you, "Fuck you!" And you're like, "What?
Yeah.
What?
I didn't do
But then
nothing.
you
Why?
hear, but then once somebody yells, "Fuck you," then you hear 30 other people respond to him, "Fuck you too." You know, everybody's yelling, "Fuck you." You know, it's just, I guess it's the culture or something. You know.
I don't know, man. Come on, yeah. Hey, I'm walking here. You all right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm walking here. No, you're not. You're standing there yelling "fuck you" at me.
Yeah. It's hard to be mouthy like that down here.
I do that every now and then at work. If someone's crossing in front of me, I'll be like, "Hey, I'm walking here."
Samantha, hi, sweetie.
Samantha Lee's Originals. Sorry, I missed your thing today, Sam. I was at work and I was actually busy doing my job and making some money. Not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but oh man, it's been a horrible month, not only for us,
Hi, Musca.
but for some of the biggest dealerships around us. They're struggling right now. It's just,
Man.
I don't know what it is about February, but
I found out yesterday both of our dealerships, both the Ford Chrysler and the Chevy dealer, they're both struggling. Man, they're struggling right now. They said the only thing they can't hang on to is used. Used is going fast. They're clearing their lots of used really quick, but they said new sales just is like they hit a brick wall.
hey, lady. Well, here's the problem. We have less than a third of our normal inventory. And I was talking to a guy from GM today who works there, and except for like our Chevy Trax that come from Korea, we're going to have a problem here real soon because just like Ford has started to shut down some factories because they don't have enough computer chips for their cars.
Yep.
GM's about to run into the same problem. And with our inventory already being at a crappy level, not being able to build at 100% or 90% because we're running out of chips, we're going to be in a new car hurt here soon.
Well, if the offerings aren't there, the customer comes in, they go, "What? You only got 6 cars to offer me?
Right.
Fuck, I'll go somewhere else, man."
Just imagine if you could strip all those regulations away and just come out with a little diesel pickup or a little diesel car with no frills. You take over the industry.
That's my youngest boy. His Chevy Colorado it's finally getting there where he's got to replace it. He wanted to go get himself a full-size Chevy pickup, and he said, "No, I just didn't care for the price." And he says, "You know what I want to find is," he says, "I want to find like a 1970 Chevy with a 250 in it, or a small block,
Sure,
with crank up windows, AM FM radio, and nothing else."
Yeah.
He says, "I am so sick and tired of going and looking, shopping for trucks, and they give you like 5 pages of options." He says, "Oh, fuck your options. Can't you give me just crank up windows?"
That's what I'm saying. Can you imagine if somebody just come out with a stripped down, no frills, just a steering wheel and a couple of tough seats? And stick shift.
Doing government regulations on cars nowadays.
Well, that's it. Is
airbags and backup cameras and things that are mandatory.
Yeah. Everything that they've added that is mandatory.
Right.
You know what I've always said?
All the hell.
Instead of an airbag, they should just have like a shotgun right in the center of the steering wheel. If you hit something, it would just go off. There'd never be another wreck again. Everybody be driving so safe, you couldn't believe it.
Yeah, just put like a claymore in the steering wheel instead of airbag, right?
Yeah. Boom.
People, well, you talk about it, man. People be tending to all the time, man.
You want to go up to the store and look around? Nope, I'm fine. I'll just stay home. You sure you don't want to go for a drive out in the country? Nope, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, let's go tooling around during rush hour.
Nope.
Are you kidding?
No.
I bet it saves.
You see all the holes in the highway? There'd be holes all over in some of these highways. LA'd have great big old cannon holes all over the place on the highway.
Yeah, that would talk about something a green idea right there. Drive a whole hell of a lot less. Gas prices would come down because they'd have an overabundance of gas because people are like, no, and then you wouldn't have to tell people you got COVID and you need to stay at home. Fuck, people go stay at home.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, they will.
Yeah, the hell with COVID.
You want to die? No.
COVID don't scare me. That car, though, I tell you what, that car scares the shit out of me. That
Look at
COVID.
that. We just saved the whole world with one idea right there.
Yeah,
It might sound cruel, but I'm telling you, it'll save lives.
It's all, and really all it is encouragement to drive safely. You know, we don't intend on anybody getting hurt, but we just want to encourage them. You know,
it would lower the population. We wouldn't have to worry about that. I mean, there wouldn't be enough people. But, you know, they're shipping in enough people through the southern border of our country. You know, we'd be good.
Be a lot more.
Well, see, that's it. That's it, though. Is you know, we don't run the people in our country like an inventory. You know, first in, last out. Or first in, first out, you know, so there's not a rotation going on. It's just, we just keep building our inventory. You know, it never goes away, but we just keep building it, you know.
Well, we got that figured out now. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Solve the driving issue. That's
the problem is we put collision shops out of business.
No. Yeah.
Because every accident.
Oh, but there's going to be a lot of happy scrappers out there.
Yeah, that's right. And all those cars with the roof blown right out of the top of them.
Yeah. Well, everything from the driver's seat back would be no good.
Yeah,
everything from the firewall forward would still be in good shape.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
it. Got into an accident, you know.
Oh yeah, especially with a directional charge. You know, you can control. All it does is strip the interior out for you. You know.
Oh man.
And you got a nice shell.
I always think they ought to have one built like in your front radiator. So if someone's in your way, I always wanted like the battle car. You know, one, I want a brush guard on the front of my vehicle and be able to use it legally.
Hey, this is no shit. I had a 1992 Ford pickup truck, 3/4 ton. And a great big camper on the damn thing, but the front bumper on it was a budger bumper that a lot of car dealerships use to push around dead trade-ins. Oh, can't get that sucker started. We'll just push it to the garage with the budger, you know. Well, it had that big ass bumper on it. It was almost 3 feet tall, that bumper, and it was covered with 2 layers of car tire tread. And when I went down the highway, you would be amazed at all these people over in the left lane hugging the shoulders when they just see me coming. It's like
just put a snow plow on every vehicle. You know,
oh yeah, when I drove our old Chevy around with that big Boss plow on it, the big V Boss plow. Oh, everybody got the hell out of the way, and they thought you were tailgating, and there was 100 yards between you and them, and they're thinking you're tailgating. Look at that big plow behind us. Well, it's a football field away. Oh my God, it's going to hit us. You know. Yeah.
You're going to be like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, where it's not a plow, but it's just attached to the front, and it comes to a big wedge in the front of your vehicle.
Yeah, like a cow catcher. Yeah.
Right? Just go right down to it.
Bing, bing, bing. It slings stuff off to the side.
We'll see. Now we're talking about getting people to slow down, so and then now we're talking about speeding up and just people that are going too slow, just flinging them out of the way with that. So you know, there's got to be a happy medium in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's called the center lane on a 3-lane highway. You could just move everybody to the 2 outer lanes as you go down the middle. Yeah, get over in your lanes, folks. There was a guy out in Pennsylvania in the early 80s. I was driving over the road truck, and all of a sudden I hear on the CB, "Hey, eastbound weather shield, look out, there's barrels flying all over the place." I thought, what the hell is he talking about? Then all of a sudden, it's the middle of the night, all of a sudden I see these big orange barrels in the air, and they're flying all the way over onto my side of the highway, but they're coming from the other side. And I look, and here's a great big ass state plow truck. Some guy had snatched that truck up, and he's going down the highway, hitting all of their construction barrels with that truck and flinging them all over into the eastbound side of the highway. And they're all airborne.
Oh, God.
And the barrels I wasn't worried about because they're empty. It's the heavy weight on the bottom of them. That thing go through your windshield, kill you. but they were flying all over. And he's just going along with that plow, doing about 50 miles an hour. Boom, 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 barrel after barrel. Yeah.
It is
So
rough.
that would work good in traffic, heavy traffic. Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what, you can hit, if you hit one of those barrels though without any weight or anything at 50, 60 miles an hour, you're creating some damage.
Yeah.
Even if you graze it. I used to try to do that as a kid. You don't want to graze one of those things. And you don't want to do that.
I ripped the whole quarter panel off of the one fucking car of mine, thinking it was smart to run over those highway cones. Doing about 55, and I eased over, and it went boop, 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 until all of a sudden it was kaboop, smash, crash, man. I looked in my mirror, and half my freaking car's gone. One of them cones went up through the tire well and ripped the whole rear fender off the car. And I was like, shit. I wonder if they'll know that fender belongs to my car if I just skip. Well, duh, you don't have a fender, and they found one. It's going to be you.
Is this yours? No,
Yeah.
sir. I've never seen that before in my life. It looks like it kind of matches up right here.
Yeah, I could use one.
Who the hell's got a car just like mine?
Yeah, I'll buy that off of you. I happen to need one.
Are you selling that bumper, officer?
Yeah. Oh, cool. You found me a bumper. Oh, wow. That's neat. God, aren't we full of excuses? Yeah. My favorite line my whole life was whenever you did something stupid, you fucked it up, and somebody in an official capacity says, you screwed up, you're in big trouble. You can almost always get away with it when you go, oh, I'm sorry, man, I didn't realize. Oh, shit, I'll never, ever do that shit again. No, I won't. People are so dumb, they buy that shit all the time. I mean, don't.
Oh, how many times did I do it before that I didn't get caught and get in trouble?
Yeah, you know. Oh, yeah.
Color match to the T2, right, Chaz?
Yeah.
What luck.
What?
Wow, that's awesome. Who would have thought, right?
Yeah. Especially with this custom paint job I got on my car.
What's up, Hayden?
Look at that. The flames even match up on the flame job. That's great.
Yeah. All the pinstriping lines up, everything. But seriously, officer, I don't know where you got that. That can't be mine.
God sent it down specifically for me.
Yeah. What you do is you head right home and you tear the opposite fender off too. Then when they come to you, you go, well, where's the other one?
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah.
Because if they were mine, they'd be in a pair, you know. That can't be mine.
It never worked for me.
I feel bad for all these folks that are suffering without power. You know, I watched this little video, and it shocked me. It shocked me in a sense. It was two different people on the same video. One from North Dakota, one from South Dakota. And they said, we're seeing all this stuff about people without power and it's cold and there's a lot of snow. They said, well, we get at least a month or two of that every winter. They said, and nobody ever comes and helps us.
No.
They said, we just got to live with it. Nobody ever comes to North and South Dakota to help us through a month without power. They just say, you chose to live there. You chose to live there. It's your own fault.
Just normal.
Just normal.
Let's see here.
Well, think about it. Hey, thank you, Simo.
Simo.
All right, we're gonna give Simo. Now, we don't have the board back here anymore, Simo, but we will thank you. We'll give you a little of that. And where is the sexy girl?
Oh, wow. All I ever got was a cheap little board with my name on it. I mean, what the heck?
Yeah, Phil used to dance like that for us. Now
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, thank God, right?
Things have changed. Yeah,
Well,
I'm good.
I figured I get a better response out of someone like that dancing, or even the other dude, than it would be for me. So
You done good. You get good at this, Phil.
I mean, come on, what would you rather see, me or?
You got a tendency for taking all your clothes.
Never mind. You'd rather see me. I got it.
Well, the good news is for everybody in the South, by next Tuesday, it will be 60 degrees and sunny here. So
It's supposed to be 37 on Sunday up here.
What's there? 38 is what they're telling us. So.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Yep. So I'm good.
See, we didn't get any of your crappy weather, but we're matching your good weather.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, see this, and again, a week ago, it wasn't telling us any of this as far as what temperatures were all going to be cold. We were getting it's still showing a lot of snow here. Actually, it ain't Sunday that we get up to. It's Tuesday and Wednesday next week. We get up to 37.
Oh yeah.
Now we do have some days with 40 and 50% chance snow. Focus, damn it! But stupid phone, stupid camera.
Stupid.
Oh, I look at there. Eileen Valou. One more time.
You got a tendency for taking all your clothes off. Oh man, hot damn, you got a body like. Oh man, hot damn, I'm falling hard like. I like it. Oh man, hot damn, you got a body like. I like it.
And then Chaz is here saying that Chicago having problems with roof collapsing now with the way that it's snowed.
Really?
You should do as a joke, Phil, is try to recreate both of those videos with yourself, and then the next time somebody super chats, pop that up there. And that would just have to be the secret of the people that are here right now. You couldn't tell nobody. They sell that Aquaman shirt that's got the tattoos and stuff. That would be so
I got
funny.
that shirt. You've seen that shirt, right?
Oh, did you buy it? Oh, yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. His shirt with a 6-pack that looks like it's been dropped in the Walmart parking lot. It's all over the place.
Yeah. So then he could get him a bra and some skinny jeans and try to wiggle in them.
All right, let's see. I think maybe somebody interesting should be streaming when he is. I don't want to see that. No.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
There he is.
Yeah.
Except my belly sticks out underneath the bottom of it.
That's got. I told you. I mean, it looks like a keg that tried to crawl into a 12-pack.
Oh,
man. Get out of this. Oh, look who's in the basement. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Anna, Elsa, Christoph, Sven, Samantha. I don't even know it's Samantha. Samantha,
Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Phil's shirt brought her out.
That was funny. Well, I was here before. He just was off changing.
Oh.
Yeah, that was funny.
He's taken so long now because that shirt was easier to get into than it is to get off. He's like, I can't get it up around my boobs.
He's rolling around on the floor trying to get that off. Just cut it.
It's very elasticy. It's designed to be that way. So,
B lady, I got an email ready. I was going to send out to you this evening, and I got pulled away. But the hoodie that you want, that size is currently out of It's out of stock. That color in a large is out of stock. I'm pissed. I've been trying since I got your email to order it every day, and it keeps showing that size is out of stock. So, yeah, I'm trying to come up with a fix. Trying to come up with a fix for you, girl.
That is a yummy man, isn't it, there, Mrs. Roger Rabbit? He's got tattoos. He's got the beard. He's drinking whiskey. Oh, girls love everything about that guy. How you doing, Sam?
Good. How are you?
You picked a poor time to come in with me in that shirt on.
It was funny.
Yeah. I'll give it a shot, me lady, and if that's out of stock, by golly, I'll get a hold of you right away. We'll figure something out. We'll get it straightened out here. Yeah. Over the next couple of days, we'll get that wrapped up and get that off to you.
Yeah, I was trying to get myself a hoodie of my own channel with my channel logo on it,
right?
And they didn't have my size available.
What's going on?
Yeah, what the hell? I mean, how hard is it to keep a small in stock, right?
A large, a standard large. A small, what? You were ordering 4 of those because you couldn't get a 3X?
I have to, I guess. Damn.
I ordered 4 smalls because they were out of 5Xs.
Hey, I'm not a 5X.
Oh, that's right. You don't care if your belly's showing a little.
That's right, just a little bit.
I forgot.
Killed your small.
My bad.
I don't think I've been a small since I was in fifth. Even though I was a skinny kid, even when I went to the Marine Corps, I was 6'1", 155 pounds. I was still wearing larges. I think I had to do it for my height, to make sure they were long enough. So
I was so proud of myself working at Dollar Tree, and we got a big shipment in of T-shirts, and I looked in that box, and there's a bunch of forest green T-shirts, and right away I looked at the tag. Extra large. There were 10 of them in that box. I grabbed all 10. I bought all 10 of them for $1 a piece. T-shirts.
Yeah.
I got home and found out it's extra large if you're a cannibalized pygmy, and they were special order for the big guys in the village. Them damn things, I couldn't even get the neck over my head.
Oh my
and it
God.
was extra large. Oh, I was so pissed off. So I got a bunch of rags, to use for $1 a piece. Yeah.
It's funny. A long time ago, I wasn't this big, but I was still, heavy. My son, I don't know what it was. He wasn't playing ball anymore, but he had like his uniform, his shirt that said, Hadley baseball or whatever. And I don't know what made me do it, but the wife and the son were in there, and I was like, oh, all right. I think my wife put it in my drawer by mistake. I was like, oh, yeah, let me put this on. And I got it, and it came to like just over my boobs, and it was all stretched out, and the arms were like this and everything. You can get them on if you want to. They just, they don't cover up enough.
Why would you keep trying to force that sucker on? I would have thought you'd realize.
Well, I knew what it was. I knew when I pulled it out of there, I was like, my wife folded all the stuff up. One of his shirts wound up in mine. When I went to pull the shirt out, that was that. I was like, oh, let me put this one on. So,
yeah, I'm going to do it. You watch me.
I'll get it on. You watch.
I'll get it on.
I have determination.
That's, honey, where's the shoehorn?
Exactly. Oh, let's see here. Holy mackerel. But I've done, I've been doing weird stuff like that even before a YouTube channel. So I think that's why this seemed like it was kind of a natural thing to just kind of,
Sure.
Well, everybody, how stupid I am.
That's why before we started the stream tonight, I told you that when you said, oh yeah, about all the friends. And I said, yeah, I didn't disclose that one of the first qualifications for me is they got to be half nuts, before they can be a friend. You know, I got to find out, are they a little goofy? Are they a little off? There you go. That's a potential friend if I ever saw one. You know.
Well, look at B lady. B lady, if and I do have some of my old uniforms and stuff. The problem with that fabric is that it doesn't give, so I'm not going to be able to get my arm into the sleeve because the fabric doesn't give. And yeah, that would look ridiculous.
I'll never forget my dad's Navy uniform from World War II. That bugger, I wore that when I was 12 and it fit perfect. Shit. My dad, no, it wouldn't have happened. Not a happen. He couldn't get into that. He couldn't get that pant leg over his big toe. You know,
Joe.
It's just like, you were that small when you went into the Navy.
Screw you, Joe.
Yeah.
I wish I had something down here like that. I'm thinking I've got a sea bag up in the attic that's got some of that stuff in it. So nothing down here though. Maybe we'll have to dig it out someday. Well, I can fit in the hat. That's all I got left. It's down here on Sty 2.0.
And that's funny because my brother,
there he is.
when he come home from Nam, you know, he had Foot Locker full of shit. And years later, he's digging through that stuff and he goes, "Whoa, look at that cover. I'm going to wear that cover." He put that hat on. It sat up on top of his head. The fucking hat didn't even fit his head. I said, "Oh, man, you fat bugger, you."
Really probably had hair then, too, then. You know, hair now.
No. It was funny. They buzzed him. You know, they buzzed him clean for Nam and they wanted it to stay that way. Well, he gets home and he goes, "Thank God I can grow my hair back." It never grew back. Stubby little short shit, so he just kept shaving his head because it wouldn't grow back. He says, "They ruined me." Yeah, well, okay. There, see, that fits you well.
Now, see, that's not a ball cap, obviously. It's
right.
What we call in the military a cover. Then, of course, you got to get it adjusted right.
Yeah.
So what they always told us was 2 fingers. That was the right way to wear it.
Yeah.
So this is how you wore it. Never back on your head. Always just like this.
Yep. 2 fingers off the brow. Yep.
It does do a good job shading the eyes as long as it's on, in the right position. But
Can
if you're not going to wear it right, was it?
Can you fit into your uniform still?
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm asking.
Are you kidding me?
Honestly.
Do
you ever put it on?
I'm 100 pounds, over 100 pounds more than what I was when I got out of the military. So, yeah, not even close, sister.
That'd be cool, though.
That'd be cool.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I would have to be dying of cancer in order to fit in that uniform again.
Right.
I'll have to take,
by the time I go, I'll be able to, they'll put it on me for my funeral.
I could start doing meth. I think if I started doing meth instead of eating, I could probably at some point fit back into that uniform.
Just don't smile.
Anybody know a good meth dealer?
Just don't smile when you get to that point. Toothless bugger. Tells me I know why he's fitting in that uniform. Mm-hmm. Question about your hat.
You want to do against if he was in the Navy at that time, you shouldn't. I don't know if it's against regulations. Gosh,
it's civilians.
If it's like a little kid or something, nobody's going to say anything.
Nobody's going to say anything. But one thing, against regulations.
For one thing, civilians do not fall under military regulation unless they're impersonating an enlisted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a little kid. It's
anyways. It's the officer or it's the NCO. It's that person's responsibility. Again, it's all about keeping the military stuff sacred and keeping people and kids and stuff out of. my dad's got a picture of me. My mom's got a picture of me probably when I was 3 or 4 years old with my dad's Air Force top on, sunglasses, and my dad's hat.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was again probably 3, 4 years old.
Now I wear taken out of commission regulatory uniform material, but no insignias. You take all of that shit off. Do not wear something that belonged to another individual soldier. Do not do it. The clothes are just clothes. It's what they carry on those clothes that you don't go there. That's the sacred end of it.
B lady, it's one of those things that it's, especially if you're an officer. Officers, they tell officers what you can and can't do. So if he said it was against Navy regulations, I'm going to guess that it was best that be just the way it was. If a kid wants to wear something like that, find them some artificial stuff like that. Find them something that isn't from their uniform collection or even an old uniform collection. Go buy them something that is theirs. So,
yeah.
But
oh yes, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Damn it! I wish I was close by. I'd bring you a cake.
Oh, me too. Oh,
I'd bring you a cake, girl.
When is your birthday, Sam?
Tomorrow. Around the campfire. We're going to celebrate Sam's birthday tomorrow night around the campfire.
I knew it was soon because Ann's is this month too.
Yeah, we're like all February babies. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember everybody's birthday. I knew all three of you in February. I always feel left out.
Yeah, bunch of Aquarians. Yeah,
Aquarians.
Yeah.
I was Aquarius. Never mind. Anyways.
Yeah. Still works. Still works.
Still works. Just to say I'm going on age 21.
I wish. I wish.
Hey. And
what's up, Cheesehead?
Hey, Cheesehead. You can bring me a cake, he says. Of course,
Well, it was Ty's birthday.
I could bring,
It was your birthday. He should have brought you some cake.
Yeah, he didn't show up except to hope that I fall down the stairs or something. But,
there you go.
I don't have any BDUs left, but these undershirts I have left over tight as hell. Damn.
Just a little snug.
Woo.
Stand up.
Little snug.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, little snug.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. You can see it must be cold. It must be cold in that room.
It is. It is real cold. I'm just really excited to put this back on. And my kids took all my old BDUs and stuff. So. I was like, I wonder how that still fits. I was like, oh shit.
Maybe I'll lay off the McCormick. Well, not the McCormick.
Hell no.
Drink more, eat less.
It's only been 11 years for me, so that's not too bad. I can still get it over my head. So.
Cheesehead, I'll push him down the damn stairs. Yeah, I bet he would. That's why I never go first.
Cheesehead's such a nice guy.
He is.
It's a good thing he doesn't live close.
I like that guy.
He does live close. He's only an hour from me.
Well, again.
McCormick's sitting fat and you just get drunk and eat stuff.
He could live closer. That would be worse.
Yeah, Mike only lives an hour from me and we've never met. So, as a matter of fact, my work is probably 30 minutes from Mike. And we've never met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be funny one time when he was live, is to just drive down to his house and be out there honking the horn and during one of his live streams and see what happens, laying on the horn.
Start pounding on his door.
Yeah.
No, McCormick's hitting fattening. But you get drunk and you eat like 8 cheeseburgers and you sit on YouTube all day. That's pretty fattening.
I sit on YouTube all day. I don't get no damn cheeseburgers.
Yeah, right.
Nobody bringing me no damn cheeseburgers.
I gotta start working out or something. Dang, I'm gonna have to go change.
Yeah, B lady, I would have to do it. Oh, I can't do it during
Phil,
work.
let him
I don't
borrow
wanna
your
go after
shirt.
work.
Yeah, I need the muscle.
Give Jimmy your shirt. Yeah.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, if that thing is fitting on me, it would probably be loose fitting on him.
I've actually got a shirt from high school. I've still got it hanging in my closet. I wonder how that would fit.
My wife, when I was in the Marine Corps, I had 2 shirts. One of them, I think they're both artillery shirts, and they're larges, and they're baggy on my wife, and she still wears them to bed. And I got those when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
These T-shirts are 34 years old.
Yeah.
And they're still holding up.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Marcia Dale was in too, so sometimes I would grab up her uniform instead of mine. I would think, "Oh my God, you fat ass! Like what in the hell?"
they didn't make pink camouflage, did they?
Can't
Did
do
that allow the Air Force guys to wear pink camouflage?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they had the Hawaiian shirts for a while, you know.
Oh, the Hawaiian camouflage. I like that.
Yeah,
The
you
red and
remember
white
that?
Hawaiian camouflage.
I was like, man, I am not wearing that shit.
Did they give you a choice though? Yeah.
No.
Aw,
Thank God they changed their
bummer.
mind on it though before they got them
Yeah.
all distributed out to us. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys wear solid colors or did you guys wear camouflage most of the time?
when I first got in, we had the pickle suits, you know, the solid ODG,
Yeah.
and those were my favorite. I love those more than the BDU sucked. I mean, the camouflage was cool, served no purpose for us, and and for whatever reason you got to iron a battle dress uniform is beyond me. And then the pockets, and the pockets were just big, baggy, worthless pockets. All your shit would fall out all the time anyway. And then we went to the ACUs right before I got out, and this is actually an ACU shirt. It's not a BDU shirt, so. But the ACUs were kind of like reminiscent of what the Army wears now, just a little different variant of this tiger striped.
Yeah, ours were a little darker than that, as I recall.
So we can blend in with our office space,
Well, that's it. I always get a kick here in town. We got a couple of guys that they're brothers, and everybody says, "Oh, there goes the survivalists again." They're all the big deal about these 2 guys that live in town here. They're survivalists, man. And I walked up to them a couple summers ago. I seen them on the street. I walked up. I said, "Love the freaking jungle camo you're wearing." And they go, "Yeah, it's pretty good shit, ain't it?" And I said, "Yeah, but you stand out like a fucking sore thumb in town."
Right?
I mean, what are you wearing that shit in town for? You should be wearing blue jeans and a T-shirt if you want to hide in town. You don't know. What are you guys freaking goofy? And oh, you're always wearing camo. I said, because I like camo, not because I'm trying to hide in town. You dumbass. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah. Oh, we're going to make it. We're survivalists, You ain't going to make it 3 city blocks, and they're going to get your ass. You stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, we actually weren't allowed to wear our camo in town. If you lived off base, you were allowed to wear it from there to home. You were not allowed to stop at the gas station. You were not allowed to stop anywhere with your fatigues on if you were in the Marine Corps.
Right, because the fatigues give that it's perception. It's sending a picture. Civilians are like, "What the hell is that?" Yeah.
Well, and I
the
get
Army guys can do that. Army guys can wear them all over town.
So can the National Guard.
Yep.
Hell, we'd have them come in Dollar Tree, 8 or 10 of them at a time, and it's like they're raiding the joint. Look at them. Yeah. Right.
It's not good. After 9/11, when they called me and told me to get my shit and get in the car, I stopped at a gas station, and I mean, people were just Like it's not good. People were just falling all over themselves to come and shake my hand and stuff, and I appreciated all that. But I was thinking, man, this really isn't good to be at this gas station in uniform like this. So,
Well, you could have been a target.
yeah, I don't know. It was real awkward for me. So yeah, I can see why you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And we rolled up our sleeves differently than everybody else in the military.
You guys rolled them up, just like rolled them up, right?
Yeah, ours was just rolled up. I mean, they had to be rolled up, but they weren't rolled up and then flipped back down to where they look professional.
Right.
That was the one thing with the Marine Corps the only thing was the way they rolled those damn sleeves.
The way we rolled them up was like that and then flipped down, but it was also where you could just pull it straight down. You didn't have to unroll it. You just flipped it straight down.
One yank, yeah. Full sleeve, yeah.
Yeah, of course, I'm not going to find this picture. I'm not going to find the picture I'm looking for. It's obvious. It's an old picture. Oh, there's the old man and his from back in. I would say shit. He's probably 50 years ago, or more than 50 years ago.
Oh yeah.
That's you?
That's my dad.
That's
your dad. I was gonna say what?
Yeah, that's my dad 50 plus years ago, and his.
What a handsome
I got one of those
man.
bus driver hats just like that hanging on the wall.
Yeah. And look how it's all kind of. It ain't real military like, is it? It's kind of like flat down on the side. You could mess with that a little bit.
Lead the band.
You have his eyes.
Oh, if you. I've got a picture of him at his age now, and a picture that I had one of those ones where it makes you older, and we're like, yeah, I've always been
twins.
Of the three boys. I've been the one that's always been told I look the most like my dad, and of course now that my dad's putting on a little weight, I really look a lot like my dad.
Yeah, I've already outlived my dad by like 4 years. So,
What's up, Laura? I didn't
funny.
say hi,
My
Rebecca.
sisters-
Hey, Rebecca. Thank you.
My sisters and my brother, they look like my father, but I look like my mom. Yeah.
Running Water knows what he's going to look like when he's 65. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, well, we see you guys side by side on here all the time. It's like, oh yeah, we definitely, no doubt what he's going to look like.
And to think that I questioned whether that was my kid or not.
Well, that
until he was born, I looked at him. I go, yeah, I guess it's on my meal ticket. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to deny that one. Yeah.
No.
They didn't even do DNA at that time, so it was just, oh yeah, tell us that ain't his. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Here, let me punch on that kid's face for a while. Then you won't be able to tell. Yeah.
That's not very nice.
That's not very nice.
Well, then they would have to punch on your face. No, yeah, you look alike. Yep, no.
No, yeah, no.
Yep.
Hit him one more time.
Yep. Yeah,
there you go.
The old man's a little less lumpy over here. Make him a little more lumpy.
Right. Thanks, Lumpy. Does your dad like spicy foods?
No. I don't even think he liked spicy food back when he could handle it back in his, 40s and 50s. I mean, my dad was 34 years old when I was born. I was the last of three boys. And so again, to me, he was always an old man. And I don't ever remember him eating anything spicy. And I really only got into it. I don't remember really eating anything spicy when I was in the military. I mean, we had the kimchi, but it wasn't until a guy I worked with, we started eating the hot Thai food, and then we had some Dave's Insanity, and then we started eating the Thai food hotter and hotter and hotter. And then, again, about 3 years ago, we started doing stupid shit at work. And at a certain point, everybody else like, all right, this is getting too stupid. And I went to the next level of stupid. And now I do this. I can't even go back to those guys that were doing the stupid shit with me before and get them to try anything that I do now. And I tell them it's not as spicy as what we did back then. No. I'm good. Nope, they're all good. Nope.
Yeah, I've heard that from you a couple times too, myself.
Well, I still remember sitting in that lunchroom, and this was the beginning of my lumpy water.
Chris. He's so funny. He's crazy.
I got to get my chat back up here.
Lumpy waters.
Lumpy waters. Oh, fuck off.
I knew you were going to say that.
Cheesehead, you little son of a bitch. I tell you what.
Yeah, when me and my one of the first challenges, it wasn't the first one, but one of the first challenges we did was the toe of Satan. And I had a whole toe and I had another one. And the two guys that were with me, one of them was my boss, they broke the end off for the other guy. So the other guy sucked on a piece like you would a Jolly Rancher. My boss had the other part of the sucker, and I had. It's actually on my personal YouTube, Philip Patterson. If you look up Philip Patterson on YouTube, you can find that video is on there. But it stops at the 5-minute mark when you have this toe of Satan in your mouth for 5 minutes. That's where it stops. And we didn't stick around for the aftermath. Well, I was sitting there eating ice cream, and I obviously didn't have enough ice cream. And my other two guys, they couldn't even go back to work, and I'm sitting there. I keep eating ice and things like that. And my manager comes and he's like, "When is it gonna stop?" It was more the aftermath of the mouth burning, and of course, we were doing everything to keep the mouth from burning. But the second you'd run out of ice, guess what? Your mouth level went back up because, as we know now, allowing your mouth to salivate is the healing process. I see Sty has shared a picture.
Well, I just wanted to prove there's nothing in common between me and running water. Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, he's got a good beard going now, so this is as big as yours.
It's different.
Yeah.
And of course, if you took that bandana off your head, you'd really look like each other.
Now that's 4 or 5 years ago, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. 5 years ago. 5 years. Yeah. I don't know where people think we've got anything in common.
No, I don't see it, man.
Yeah, I don't look like anybody. I just happen to have one. I'll show you.
And she said, by the way, you are bigger than me.
That's my dad, my brother, and me.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So that's like that is an older picture though of your dad and your dad. Holy mackerel.
Yeah. I might have a little bit of his eyes, but that's about it.
Now is he Arkansas?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. No, he died way back in '83. And then my brother is, like I said, tall and redheaded and all slim and everything. I have no idea where I come up with all this stuff.
You just never know sometimes. I don't know how my three boys all got taller than me. You would think I would be the standard at which, maybe they'd be an inch or so taller, right? Or an inch or so shorter. All of my girls are taller than my wife. All of my boys are taller. And all my boys, at the best, I wear a size 12 shoe. All of my boys are wearing 15 or 16 shoe.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. And I don't know. When I was in the military, my boot was a 9.5, and I wore it without the insoles in them. And that's how I wore, no blisters, no nothing. That was how I wore my boots for, 4 years. Of course, my pant size was also small, long.
Small, long?
Small was the waist size, and then long. That's what it said on the inside of them. And then, of course, you had the little draw tabs on the thing. And you could cinch them up, about an inch on either side. So
mine was medium, extra short. And I still had a shit ton of blouse. It'd be blouse all the way back up almost to my knee.
Wow. Almost all the way to your knee.
I'd be getting into that bottom BDU pocket with the BDUs.
Oh, jeez. That is weird. 'Cause, yeah, I mean, you figure you have those bottom pockets there, and you have those cargo pockets. Yeah, yeah. Holy mackerel, that's funny. I'm glad you got a sense of humor about it. Holy mackerel, I can't imagine.
Wow, there's no sense in being touchy about it. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Can't change it.
Oh, my goodness.
It is what it is.
I'm not as round as I was. I'm now down to 270.
Mm.
Guys always talked about how he was bigger before.
Yeah, I capped out at about, I think I was close to 280. I know I hit 270, but I think I got a little over that, and then from there I went down.
Have a good night, B-Lady.
Nah, Elizabeth.
Yeah, you have a good night, B-Lady.
Hey, Raven, what's up, man? How you doing? Someone rustled up Russell. What's
A
happening?
Russell Rustler. A Russell Rustler.
Rustler. Oh.
That's one
Yeah.
thing. If anybody from anywhere in the U.S. east of the Mississippi moves out west, don't accept cowhides from anybody unless they give you a brand certificate with it. Getting charged with cattle rustling because I had 2 hides with brands on them without the brand certificates wasn't pleasant. Yeah. They said I was a rustler. Oh yeah, I went out and rustled 2 cows, and all I did was take their skin. You know. Yeah.
Hey, lazy Nate.
Hey, lazy Nate.
Hey, Nazy late.
Chris
He's
topped
lazy
out
late
at
again.
35.
Oh.
Yeah. I am a 205 now and just don't seem to lose or gain. So
That's good.
yeah, I'm good with it. 205 I can live with. I preferred 185, but I might get down to 185 out at camp this year. I'll be
And aren't you
busy.
6'1"?
Aren't I what?
6'1"?
6 foot.
Just 6
Used,
foot. Okay.
used to be 6'1", but an inch of that went.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So,
My grandpa, yeah, he shrank too.
yeah, it was after I busted my back up. Within about 5 years of that, I gradually lost that inch. But thank God it stopped at 6 feet. Glad I didn't break my legs. I'd be like Jimmy.
Oh no. Yeah, no, I'm stopped. I'm going to stop doing carry out at work, except for maybe once a week. And this last Sunday, I made my meals for the next 4 days, and it's just chicken, broccoli, and with like stewed tomatoes in it. So it's good, healthy stuff. I did this last time. I got up to a weight that I was disgusted with myself, and started eating that stuff instead of all the crap I would eat. Well, I mean, again, you're out at work. If you don't pack your lunch, then there's all these different restaurants. It doesn't even have to be fast food. But unless you're going out and getting a salad, of it's not good for you. Anything carry out is not good for you.
I haven't had pizza in almost 2 months, and I had a pizza today. Now, the pizza I had, 12-inch pizza. I'd eat that whole damn thing. And I was hungry today. I was super hungry. I had to force down the last piece to manage to eat half of one. So things have changed. I just can't eat anymore like I used to. And it was good, but it seemed odd because I've been away from it. And last week I had a quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's. I was sick for about 6 hours after eating it. My body's not used to that junk food anymore. I just don't get it. I just don't
I
get
will
it.
tell you, I feel different after eating a quarter pounder from McDonald's or eating a burger from another fast food restaurant. I don't know what it is been with McDonald's lately. If they've
And
got
it-
their food so doctored up with preservatives and stuff.
And it's the same with their fries. I used to just love their fries. I can't
So
eat them.
salty. Too
They're
salty,
just
yeah.
pure salt, and I feel sick for hours after eating an order of fries. So I don't get their fries. I can go to the Burger King and tell them, "Hey, give me some fries, real light on the salt," and you can hardly tell there's salt on them. And
Yeah.
Burger King's got their own chicken sandwich coming out now. They're trying to compete with the Popeyes and Chick-fil-A and all
Yes,
that.
I saw someone do a video on something recently from one of those companies.
It's gonna be hard to beat the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Oh, the Popeye! I wish I didn't have to drive 45 minutes to get a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
It's me. Yep.
But it's probably a good. It's probably a good thing because even though it's chicken, it is deep fried, and it's
Oh, it's so crispy. And I don't know how those two little pickles taste so good on that thing, but man.
it's certain little things on certain sandwiches just make the sandwich, right?
Well, they put a Chick-fil-A in out by my work, and again, the first day they said that place was lined up. It was an hour wait. Cars were lined out onto the surface street, and it's just like, well,
There's a Chick-fil-A in Fort Smith and the one in Russellville, which are both an hour each way from me. But it's been there for 20 years. There's still a line that stops traffic every day for that thing.
Yep. Well, I tried to do a video for Chick-fil-A a year and a half ago, and I went on to OCC, Oakland Community College. On their campus, they had a Chick-fil-A, but I didn't know where it was at, so it was in like this common areas that I had to find, and it was all part of the stupid video. And of course, this is summertime. They got classes in the summertime, just not as many. So they had the Subway was open in there, the Panda Express was open in there. It was also. Would you think the Chick-fil-A was open in there?
The one food joint closed.
Right. And then I find out later, everybody's like, "Well, you don't want to go to that one anyways because it's not because apparently because it's the college students." For some reason, they are not preparing it the exact same way under the exact same conditions that a normal Chick-fil-A restaurant was. It's like I never heard that before. So
now, have you ever noticed? I don't know how much any of you fly, but I noticed in certain airports, they all got big food courts. They got every thinking food outfit. But I ran up to a McDonald's and I looked. And I ordered what I wanted. They go, "No, you have to order off the menu." I go, "What?" I looked again and I go, "There's only 4 sandwiches up there." They said, "That's all we have." It's these quick McDonald's, these little micro McDonald's.
Really?
They don't have a full menu, half of them. They got just a few select items. That's it.
I put in one of those little half-ass steak and shakes here, and it sucked. It was like that. You could only order certain things.
Yeah. You go in there, you're all fired up. I know what I'm going to get. And you get in there and find out they don't make it here. What the hell? That's like going to Subway and them saying, "Oh, well, we don't make subs here." What? Or KFC. Oh God, I almost went to jail because of our KFC. I walked in there. I ordered my bucket of chicken and the sides and stuff. And she sat there ringing stuff up. And after I'm done ordering, she goes, "We're out of chicken."
What?
I go, "Say what, woman?" "Well, we're out of chicken." I go, "You're a KFC. You can't be out of chicken." And she goes, "Well, we are. We're out of chicken." And I looked at the clock on the wall. I said, "You're open for another 4 hours. Why aren't you closed?" And she goes, "Well, you can order anything except chicken." And I go, "But everything you got is chicken." And she goes, "Well, the sides, you can order sides." I go, I want a meal. I don't want to eat the sides, just the sides." And then I see an employee going by with this rack that's about 6 feet tall, and it's got tray after tray after tray of chicken. and he's wheeling it through the kitchen. I go, whoa, 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 look at all that damn chicken. I want my chicken. She looks over her shoulder and she looks at me. She goes, sir, that's tomorrow's chicken. What? I am not going to go hungry until tomorrow to buy my fucking chicken tomorrow. I want my chicken now. And I started yelling at her, get your manager out here. I said, I don't care if he's 4 feet tall or 6'10". I'm going to kick his ass, not sell me that chicken that just went by. Next thing I know, here comes 2 officers walking in the door. They called the cops on me. And my grandson standing next to me, tugging on my arm. Give him hell, Grandpa. Give him hell, you know. And I'm like, thanks, Tevin. I'm glad you're backing me up, you know.
Right.
When the cops got there, my grandson pushes me and says, geez, Grandpa, you need to control yourself. I thought, you little traitor.
Yeah.
You traitor. You were cheering me on till the cops showed up.
He's like, you're on your own, Lumpy.
But I was yeah, you're on your own, Lumpy. But I was really impressed with the cops. So I calmed down as soon as I saw the officers. I knew both these guys, and I calmed down, and I told them, "Here's the scoop." And they said, "Well, no, we got to hear from them first. They're the ones that called us." I said, "Okay." So they got the story from them. Then they came to me and they said, "So what's your story?" I said, "Simple. I came in here, ordered the chicken and all the sides, everything. And after she rings it all up, she goes, sir, we're out of chicken." And that one cop, he's trying not to laugh. He's got this nasty smirk on his face. And he says, so then what happened? I said, then I seen somebody walking through the kitchen. They got this big old 6-foot rack full of chicken. And I told them, you got chicken right there? Give me that chicken. And they said, no, that's tomorrow's chicken. That cop couldn't hold it anymore. He burst out laughing. And he looked at his partner. He says, I'm sorry, but if I was here off duty, I would have done a lot worse than he did. I wouldn't have just been yelling. I would have had her by the collar saying, I'll tell you what, I'll put you in a deep fryer. He says, you don't come in a chick. And so he said, we asked management to close their doors, to shut down if they're not going to serve chicken. And the manager comes out and says, I still don't understand why we have to shut down just because we ran out of chicken. I said, you know what? I'm going down here to Little Caesars, and if them fuckers tell me they're out of pizza, you're not the only goddamn restaurant in this town that's going to burn to the ground tonight. I said, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. And it happened again about a month later. Exact same scenario. I was so bent out of shape. I got that manager and I said, all right, I found out who owns this franchise and who you work for. I said, you're in deep shit. and I got a hold of the guy that owned the franchise, told him twice, man, that ain't no good. I said, I'm going to make a big stink about this. You know what he did? He shut down his franchise. Because I didn't realize it. He had gotten like 50, 60 complaints about that happening to people.
Sure.
And me jumping down his throat, and he knew me from other business dealings. He knew I wasn't going to let that lie. I was going to make KFC make him give me free chicken for the next 10 years. You know?
At least put a sign up, we're out of chicken, you know, something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how many times does that have to do you get that complaint before you as an owner are in there trying to fix and do something about it, right?
Well, that's what I found out is his manager was not informing him of the conditions at the restaurant.
But he told me he got 50 complaints.
Right. He got 50. Well, he got 50 complaints, but they were all way after the fact type thing. He wasn't getting the complaints as it was occurring. He got them like a month after this situation was happening. So he was getting the information secondhand, actually.
Well, that's the problem with some of these places, man. the people that are in charge of them, not the owner, the people in charge of them, they're just there to collect their hourly wage. If they run out of something, an hour, 2 hours, or whatever before they close, they can give a shit.
Right. Because they're really not looking out for the owner of the establishment.
They're just hourly help.
Yeah, they're just working.
Even some of those managers, they make their, they're on their 20 or back. You got to go back, back a ways. But they're on their $20,000 a year salary. They don't give a shit. They get told this is how much you prep. They prep. If they run out, they run out.
Yeah,
that's and that's there. You got to be able to look at. Well, I was in the industry as a manager, so you got to be able to look and see what's going on and how things are going.
A good manager is keeping the whole picture together. And I did taxes for a fella that I never knew, but he I was looking at his taxes the first time I did them, and I said, what's with the 5 Dairy Queens in 5 different little towns? And he goes, they make me so damn much money. And I'm looking at his franchise costs, all of his overhead, his net profits. He had like 5 other restaurants. He had 5 Dairy Queens, and he had like 5 or 6 other restaurants. Those other restaurants were big restaurants. They weren't doing even scratching what those Dairy Queens were making. He says people don't realize overhead at a Dairy Queen is real low.
Yeah.
He says it's a great investment. And he says, and one reason it's a great investment is if you're in a town of 10,000 people or less, Dairy Queen only allows 1 franchise in that town.
Well, there you go.
You have no competition. He says you don't have to share it with anybody. You got 10,000 people coming to your Dairy Queen. And everybody goes to Dairy Queen, the kind of thing. And he was right. He was right. He was doing so cool.
Nothing quite like a Reese's peanut butter cup blizzard.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah,
I like the tropical one too. You got the coconut and the pineapple. And
that's good too. Yeah.
Oh,
blizzards in general are
blizzards in general. Yeah, I don't think they make a bad blizzard.
No, I really no. If they were to start throwing, you got to cut. It's that time. It's dinner time.
Dinner time. Love y'all.
Happy birthday tomorrow night.
Start making us dinner.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, if she made us dinner, yeah,
that would be great.
That would, yeah. And then we'd have to do a weigh-in 3-4 months later.
Right.
Oh my God. I put on another Sam or 2. Yep.
Well, you just gotta overcompensate for it. If you're gonna do that, then you gotta overcompensate somewhere else. Oh, Killdeer's like, I like the Butterfinger. Yeah, the Butterfinger one's good too.
Yep.
You get shit stuck in your teeth, but it's good.
It's like you said, Phil, there's not a bad blizzard.
Nothing like Butterfinger and picking it out of your teeth and getting to taste it again.
Yeah, the blizzard that's coconut. I don't like those. I'm out of that shit.
You don't like the coconut? Okay, I love coconut.
I love our local Dairy Queen. I know the owner here, and my son worked for him for almost 20 years. And his staff there, they know me, and I guess they do it for a few of us. If they don't have something that you want thrown in that blizzard, bring it in. Bring it in, and we'll throw it in there for you.
I wonder if they do a Carolina Reaper blizzard.
They probably
this one probably would. I could talk to Sean and say, hey, would you whip up some Carolina Reapers in that?
Did they use the little disposable spoon thing like McDonald's does? So
no, I think we got they'd have to take it out.
They'd have to clean the shit out of that if they did a Carolina Reaper one.
Right. It's a stainless steel rig, and yeah, they'd have to pull it all apart. At least they could take those parts off of it and pitch those in the dishwasher and just replace fresh new parts to it, and which they're supposed to do after so many anyway.
That would really confuse your mouth. You got the vegetable of a pepper. Actually, a pepper is a fruit, right?
Yeah.
You got the burn of that and the cool of the ice cream.
Ice cream.
Wow, That would,
And,
I wonder
and
what
you
that would
could
be like.
and you could trick that out with strawberries, blueberries, or something like that to get fruit and spice and sweet. You know. Yeah,
I got
you
these 7 pots. I got these 7 pots. Maybe I can.
talk to your local Dairy Queen. What you need to do though is talk to the manager, because the staff, unless the manager says, "Yeah, you can throw something foreign into one of our things," they won't do it. The
Yeah,
manager.
I'm just thinking now about getting my cake mix batter things out and get some vanilla ice cream, throw some of my own
And
shit
make
in
your
there.
own.
And
Make
then
your
put
own.
it into the thing. You scoop it up and put it in the thing.
Yeah.
If
And
you go to Food Ninja, you can just whip one up.
yeah.
Oh,
you
and
can
Dr.
do
Food.
and you can do that, instead of calling it a blizzard and worrying about trademark issues, just call it a lizard instead.
You can't see it up there. It's a boots up there. It's up there. It's just not behind me anymore.
Das Boot.
Das Boot. That it's funny because I originally, when I ordered one, I thought I was ordering the big one, right? And then I got one and it was only a liter. And I'm like, oh man, I got the wrong one. Now I got the 2-liter one because the other one broke. I've never used this damn thing because it's 2 freaking liters. Anything you put in it looks like you didn't put. I put a dozen eggs in that 1-liter one, and it looked like a lot of eggs. You put a dozen eggs in this thing, and be like, well, he ain't hardly doing any at all.
No, it just came up to its ankle.
Yeah, right.
It just barely filled the shoe of that boot. Yeah.
You almost have to have a smaller one and a bigger one. Oh. Well, I don't think I could do a liter. I don't think I could do a liter chug. Again, when I try to do that gallon, I mean, that's a 2-liter. I believe that's a 2-liter.
2-liter. That's
I believe when I did a chug of the water, I only got like 2/3 of a gallon of water down.
Yeah. So you're pushing it with 2 liters. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd be in trouble there.
I'd be in trouble, he says.
Yeah. Put
your
peppers and a little squirt of tincture in there.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, you have a good night too,
have
Mike.
a good night there, Mike.
You I know you don't want to hear it. You ignore it anyway, but take it easy out there shoveling that snow, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember, you only got one good lung, you dumbass.
I could hear it. I could hear it in your breathing and your voice during your video. Yeah, you had been pumping it. So take it easy. Do it, but pace yourself. Take it easy.
Well, I think, and I was trying to watch. I think he's got a snowblower because I think I could see some of the way stuff was done. But again, it's even a snowblower. Yeah, when I did mine yesterday morning, or was it Monday morning?
You can take the wind out.
Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, man. 45 minutes out of mine, and then I came home and shoveled and finished blowing. I tell you what, even if you got a snowblower, it's a lot of work out there in the cold weather.
It is. You're breathing in all that cold, icy cold air, and
the cool air feels so good in the lungs.
It's got cool air.
I was all shoved, Phil.
And Mike, shut up, old man.
All shoveled.
I was.
Well, and that sucks.
All shoveled. Yeah, bitch. That's a bitch. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And of course, I won't shut up, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah. You think? Yeah. Why? Yeah. What am I thinking? Why would Mike have a snowblower? That would take up space where he could probably have a couple of computer towers that he could scrap.
Yeah. Well, he'd probably end up scrapping the snowblower because it didn't snow for half the year.
Yeah. Wonder how much copper's in that motor.
That's right.
He'd have to go and buy another snowblower every winter because he'd scrap the old one during the summer.
During the summer, yeah. Sounds like something Mike would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because when I got home Tuesday night, I had to get down there to the end of the driveway because, of course, the town they'd come by, they had snow plowed, and it was the whole end of my driveway. You couldn't even tell that I had, snow blowed it earlier in the day. So I had to go down there and take everything at an angle, blow all the snow away so the wife could make it into the driveway. Of course, she had the all-wheel drive vehicle too. So what's up, Looky here? Well, yeah, if you're from New Jersey, I mean, depending on where you're at, my son and daughter-in-law were in Watertown, New York, where Fort Drum is. Not Fort Drum. Yeah, Fort Drum. Yeah, Fort Drum is. And yeah, they would get 24 inches of snow on top of their vehicle out there. So they get all sorts of lake effect snow or whatever it is that goes down through there, but they get ridiculous amount of snow there.
Where I was in northwestern Montana, that winter we were up in the backcountry. It got scary because we had 6 feet of standing snow on the roof of the cabin. 6 feet deep.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've seen some of those videos where people try to get that stuff off of there too.
We shoveled a tunnel. I'll call it a trench because it didn't have a top on it. A trench to the cabin, just to the doorway, and you had to go about 14 feet down that trench to get to the door to get in the cabin. That's how deep the snow was around the base of the cabin, and that was about 8.5, 9 feet.
Wow.
We had fence posts. We didn't get wind up there where we were at.
Sure.
And we had fence posts that we actually measured 6 feet 3 inches from the top of the fence post to the top of the snow that was on top of the fence posts.
And most of those fence posts are about 3.5 feet sticking out, right?
Yeah, about 4 footer.
Okay.
Sticking out. And then there was 6 foot 3 inches of snow on top of the fence posts. And the fence posts were about 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches. And just a column of snow standing there all the way around the corral, the horse corral. Columns of snow standing there. But yeah, we got on the average up in that high country, they'd get between 400 and 600 inches of snow a year.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah.
Yep. I don't.
One snowstorm, a typical snowstorm was 24 to 36 inches per snowstorm. My truck disappeared. My truck was 6 feet under the top of the snow. The roof of it was 6 feet under the top of the snow. We're out there with this big long pole poking it through the snow. And then all of a sudden, thunk, thunk. Oh, there's the truck. And we spent 2 hours shoveling it out. And a buddy of mine had driven up there in an old Army 6x6 that he had tricked out that had a big V plow on the front. And he cut through. And when we came back down, you couldn't see over the snowbanks on each side of us anything at all. It was that high. And he drugged my truck down off of that mountain. It was insane. It was insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snow.
I remember going up to Traverse City some years ago in the wintertime. And
yeah.
It was the first time I'd ever been anywhere where they didn't plow the snow, but yet they had these big things on the front of the trucks that would take sections of snow away. So when you're driving down, more in town than anywhere else, there was a sheer cliff of snow next to you, and you can't see nothing. You got snow. I'd never seen that in person in my life.
Yeah, at Traverse. I've been in Traverse in the middle of the winter. Yeah. It's insane. Here in Ashland, city streets. What do? They plow every other street, and down Main Street, they plow everything to the center. They plow from the curb to the center. It's only 2 lanes. And you end up with this huge mound of snow, and you're almost on the sidewalk driving next to that mound of snow. And they come through with the biggest stinking auger you ever seen. And it sits there, eats that snow, and blows it out a conveyor into dump trucks. And they'll have a string of 15 dump trucks behind them.
Wow.
And they fill the dump truck takes it down. They dump it off the pier here on Lake Superior. It's the only way to get rid of it. There's nowhere to put that much snow here in Ashland. This year, one time they had to use the auger down Main Street. Yeah. Usually it's all winter. It's all winter.
I wonder if that's what they did by my work, because in my work, when you go down through downtown Rochester, you've got parallel parking, you got 2 lanes going each way, and then you got a center turn lane. So whenever we get snow down there, everything winds up in the center turn lane.
Yep.
And then, like when I went to work Tuesday, that was all messed up. When I went to work this morning, all of that snow was gone.
All night that's what they do here. Is they do it
Must
at night when they don't have the traffic, and
Yep.
and it over a 12-hour period over the middle of the night they clean all that snow out of the centers of the.
Yeah.
They got almost 5 miles they do here, of cleaning all that shit out of the center of the road.
Well, I bet you they're having that
Talking about the freezing rain. We're lucky down here that it wasn't freezing rain. We're lucky that it was snow because she's talking about the freezing rain. That sucks. That will tear all the power lines down. You can't move on that stuff.
Give me a second. I'll be right back, guys. Keep talking.
Yep. Yeah, that freezing rain hits all the trees. The trees all come down on the power lines. Power lines already have 2 inches of ice on them. Yeah. Everything starts coming down, and those linemen that take care of that shit, clean that shit up, get it running again, and people are yelling at them, "Why don't we have power yet?" The guy out there doing the line work has nothing to do with it. He's working his ass off.
Yeah,
you know, it's a dangerous and hard job for them to reestablish electricity after an ice storm, man.
Well, and it's not just the conditions. I mean, you're dealing with electricity. You're dealing with
right. That's why I'm saying it's a very dangerous job for them. And ice is a conductor. Yeah, I had tree service for a few years, and we'd have ice storms around Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we'd have to go.
That sucks.
Remove trees on private property. And we always worked with the power company because most of the time those trees were on power lines and crap. And those guys would come out there and they'd make damn sure everything's dead going onto that property so that we could cut trees off the lines. And they had their hands full cutting trees off of all the mains running. And
well, it's even as bad as this snow is, and I know everybody's, having issues down here, but if this had been a freezing rain incident, it would have been a disaster. It would have been horrible.
Yeah.
You be careful, Erica. I know those freezing rainstorms suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. We seem to get one every so often here. If it ain't every year, it's at least every other year. And the trees are snapping and the power goes out and everything else. So
I can handle snow, but the freezing rain, no.
That's one thing with when I used to winter camp every year. That's one thing people that have never winter camped up here in the North Country. You get out there and it's 10, 15 below, and the wind starts blowing a little bit. It drops it down to about 25 below. And you're in a hot tent and you're comfortable sleeping. And then all of a sudden you're getting woke up, and all night it sounds like World War III out there because all the popples are going pow, 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 because they're freezing. It's freezing the sap in them, and the tree's actually splitting. So it sounds like gunfire going off all night. It's pretty weird the first time you hear.
I've heard a tree crack before, but to hear what you're talking about, that I've never heard.
To hear the popples pop in that sub-zero, it's a weird experience. But once you've experienced it, you go, "That's cool. I want to hear it again." It's kind of like a thunderstorm,
Sure.
You love that rumbling sound.
Yeah, as long as you always know you're safe, right? It's all that stuff. As long as you know you're safe, it's all good.
Oh yeah, the first time I heard it, I thought, Jesus.
The only thing that's ever ran me out of the woods sound-wise was a bobcat.
Oh, that's they can freak you out.
I was like, "Oh no, pack it up!" And I just because I was out there before daylight, and I was sitting out there in the dark, and that little bastard started screaming. I was like, "Oh no, pack it up, back to the truck."
What freaks me out with bobcats and lynx, we got both up here, is in the middle of the night, all of a sudden you hear a baby crying.
Yeah.
And you go out and you listen, and it sounds like there's a baby out in the woods crying. And it's one of them damn cats.
Oh, yeah.
They sound just like a human baby crying.
Make your skin crawl.
It does. You just like, ew. Should I go make sure it's not a baby. You know, what if somebody dropped a baby off in the woods?
You can start seeing the silhouettes of the stumps and shit moving. And you just playing tricks on you and like that. Is there something peeking around that tree? I'm out. I'm out.
I had someone ask me, "You ever see weird things in the woods?" I said, "Just go out in the woods and stand there all by yourself for a couple of hours and start looking around. Everything is moving." Everything, and there's always something making noise in the woods. There's always something making noise out there.
Here's the thing: if you're in the woods, something's watching you.
That's it. Especially after dark.
Yep, something's looking at you. You can't see them; but they're watching.
Yep,
they're keeping an eye on you.
Yep.
Not that they're the predator. You think you're the predator, so they're keeping an eye on you.
That's
sometimes
it.
The predator keeping an eye on you, but
there's only a couple of
most of the time they don't want nothing to do with you, even if they are a lynx or a bobcat and whatnot. Most of the time if you're big. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but in most cases, if you're bigger than the animal, they don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah, unless it's a mountain lion.
Or if it's a badger.
Yeah, badger. We don't have those down here.
And freaking badgers, they're tough little bastards, and I like to mess with them because you see where they burrow in to the roadways out in the backcountry out here all over, and I'll stop and I'll find me a big stick and I start shoving it down their burrow. Get out of here! I want to see you, you know. And I had one, I was poking that stick in there, and nothing. I thought, shit, I'll go find another one. I'm halfway to my truck, and all of a sudden I hear this, and I turn around, and that some bitch is only about 15 feet behind me, all pissed off. He's after my ass. And I got to my truck, and he's trying to get through the driver's door. Well, heck, getting his front paws on the running board, he's only maybe 2 feet tall, and he's trying to take on my truck. They're nasty, them little badgers. But yeah, most, the thing is, one thing that people don't realize either is you take guns away from us, take bows and arrows away from us, spears away from us, and guess what? We're not on the top of the food chain anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for some kind of weapon to use to protect ourselves, there's an awful lot of animals higher than us on the food chain. You got gators, you got bears, you got wolves, you got even a pack of coyotes. You're defenseless if you don't have something to defend yourself. And people don't realize, they think we're on top of the food chain only when you have certain things.
Yeah, because again, we don't have that same hunter instinct, and we don't have the claws, we don't have the teeth, we don't have all those natural things. These animals, they have got their own knives and everything else. That's their claws and their teeth and their ability to hunt. We got none of that.
Right. We have none of that. This fellow out in Montana, he got charged with killing an endangered species. Him and his 2 hunters ended up killing a grizzly bear that attacked them, right? Well, he ran down this mountain with this grizzly bear just right on his tail, and one of his hunters actually killed the bear with a bow. Well, he was geared up to take down an elk, so a bow worked. He hit that bear, and just as the bear ran past him, he hit him just broadside, but the bear didn't stop. He ran for about another 35 yards, and the guy put his arm out, caught a tree, and spun around the tree, and the bear hit the tree and dropped. Well, they took him to court. They were charging him with killing an endangered species. He was looking for up to 20 years imprisonment for that. In the courtroom, they had him on the witness stand, and his attorney won the whole case. When he asked the guy, he said, "Now, when you hiked up that mountain and your hunters were down here, and that bear came charging out after you, and you turned and ran," he says, "and you were yelling at your hunters, 'Shoot it, shoot it.' Did you know that was an endangered species?" Well, of course, he knew. He was a guide. But his answer was priceless. He said, "When I ran the first 50 yards with about a 1,100-pound grizzly bear on my butt, he said it didn't take me but 2 seconds to figure out who the endangered species was. It wasn't that fucking bear. The jurors, the judge had to tell them to shut up, because they started chuckling.
Sure.
Because, well, yeah, no shit. You can put it on paper all you want that a grizzly bear is an endangered species. But if you're somewhere where you don't suspect to be confronted by one and one tries to kill you, he's not the endangered species anymore. You are.
Yes, you are.
And I thought, boy, oh boy, that was probably the best response he could have ever given, you know. And he said when I was yelling at my hunters to shoot, he said I knew all they had were bows, and the best they're going to do is each get a shot off. And he said I was just hoping that the injury would have turned that bear, that it would have turned him away from chasing him. And he said no, the one hit, and the guy hit him good, put him down, you know.
That's good.
But yeah, that guy, and he was just like, I knew he was going to eat me. He was going to eat me.
Well, hell yeah, he was going to eat you. He's running. Once you start running and it's chasing after you, yeah, you mean,
yeah,
one of you two is going to stop.
Right.
And you better hope it's the bear.
Yep.
So
we had this naturalist cameraman up in the Yak in northwestern Montana. Even our local game wardens told them you don't want to go in that part of the Yak unless you're properly armed. There's a lot of grizzly in that neck of the woods, and they're very active and very territorial. So make sure you're well armed. No, I only shoot with the camera, he said. Well, his last few pictures were pretty good. He thought, grizzly bear's chasing me. And he turned and he climbed up this alpine fir tree, and he thought, grizzlies can't climb. That's a misnomer. They can't climb a bare-limbed tree, a trunk. Their claws will not hook into that bark. But if it's got lower limbs and they can get their paws over, they'll climb it like a ladder. And he was snapping pictures of this bear while it's climbing up that fir tree after him. And his very last picture was that bear with its mouth around his foot and ankle. That was the very last picture that was on his camera. And the bear pulled him down out of the tree, killed him, and left. You know, didn't eat him or nothing. The bear was just being territorial. And it was crazy because the game warden said, well, we told him he better take a gun with him. No. But he was right. He shot it with the camera so many times you would have thought that bear would have died. You know?
Well, even looky here, talk about grizzly, man. You know, you get out there and you think you're one with the animals, and at the end of the day, all of that, you know, you can spend months, years, everything. At the end of the day, they are still wild animals.
Exactly.
Nobody knows what is going to make that animal change his mind. And all he's got to do is feel the least bit threatened.
Yep.
And you are lunch.
It's like these people with pet pythons that they think they're all attached to. It's like if a python starts laying next to you and stretching out next to you, it's sizing you
up. It's sizing you up. Yep. I can just get him down my throat without his foot sticking out of my ass. Yeah, I've
heard stories about that. It's like if they say if it starts doing it, you got to get rid of it because it's eyeballing you.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, and I've had a lot of bear incidents in my years. A lot of bear incidents, and a couple of them what I considered close calls, but I never saw anything like this fella out in Montana that I knew. He raised cougars and grizzlies. He had 3 grizzlies, and I think he had 4 cougars when I knew him. And one of the cougars was just like a giant house cat, the way he'd play with it, right? And one of the bears, he used them in all kinds of films. I mean, they hired him to bring that bear and use them in films. And he did a press conference thing,
Mhm.
And this reporter says, "How long did it take you to tame that bear?" I never seen. Boy, it right away was cut. We don't want that on camera. Oh, he just about beat the hell out of that reporter. He's all over him. Who the hell ever told you that any of these are tame animals? He says these are trained wild animals that can decide they're tired of being trained. They're going to be wild today. He says not one of these animals is safe to work with because they've been trained.
Cougars.
They are not tame. What's that?
I said any house with 4 cougars in it, that's dangerous, man.
Oh yeah. Well, my brother and sister-in-law just about 5 miles from their house, there's a guy that had these big round cages out in his backyard. My brother always wondered, what the hell's he got back there? Then he finds out from his wife, oh, that guy, he's been raising tigers back there. He's always got 2 to 4 tigers around there. And my brother finally figured out what vehicle was this guy's, and he'd see him drive by, every couple of days or so. And here it was a guy going and getting meat to feed them tigers and stuff. And then one day he wasn't seeing the guy, And he said he was wondering, well, I haven't seen him in about a week. And then all of a sudden there's this all community alert. There's a tiger running loose out here somewhere. And the owner can't help us because what's left of him's in that tiger's cage. He opened that gate. That tiger nailed him, chewed him up, ate part of him, and then the tiger ran off. And that damn thing's running around a community with about 25,000 people. And everybody's like, oh, the kitty got loose. Yeah. And they're all going, that door on my house ain't thick enough. No.
And that double pane glass ain't thick enough either.
Oh, and see one of them big bastards looking through your living room window, licking his chops.
All the curtains closed. And don't look out. Don't even peek out. The second you peek out, that other eyeball will be right there.
I would fall right back to my greatest defense mechanism when it comes to bear attacks. I'm sure it would work on a cat too. I don't think a bear or a wild cat, is going to want to eat something that's all covered with piss and shit.
That's right.
And in that scenario, it'd be easy to make sure that happens.
No.
By the time he catches me, he's going to go, woo, geez, oh, that one's bad.
That one smells bad.
That one smells.
My thought process is if I'm running from something like that, it's going to have a hard time catching me slipping in all of my shit because I'm going to be shitting as I'm running. And, if you got shit on your paws and you're trying to get after something, it's hard.
What did I not catch that OG son said?
We were talking about the cougars. I was talking about another kind of cougar.
Yeah, he was talking about he was talking about the 2-legged kind.
Yeah. Those
I was catching that. When he started saying cougars, that's what kind of cougars I was thinking about. The 2-legged.
Said you got 4 cougars at this place. I was like, damn,
sounds like a great time.
That's right.
They're all over. Ty's place, they're all over 80, so they're not cougars anymore.
No, they're mounting lions.
mounting lions.
Well, if you're in your 60s and they're in their 80s, they're cougars.
Oh, don't go there. God, you're grossing me out. Would you eat some balut so I don't lose my appetite?
Because when you grab one of those old ladies by the hips, they actually break before you have a chance to do anything. It's not my fault.
Jesus Christ. Hey, that's funny because I said that to an old guy yesterday out here. I had to run. My kid took me out for a birthday dinner, prime rib last night. I come out of the building. There's this old guy out there, and he's got a cup that's full of whatever he was drinking, and he flings it out across the parking lot. And I go, that's pretty drastic. And he goes, what do you mean that's drastic? I said, icing up that spot so you can get yourself an old blue hair for tonight. The look on that boy's face. He goes, "Oh hell no! Oh hell no!" I go, "So that's how you catch those blue hairs?
You catch them.
Ice up the sidewalk, and phew, when they go down, they break a hip. They're easy. Throw over your shoulder, haul them up to your place, and then you bring them back down, lay them where you found them, and hope the ambulance comes. You know,
At the very least, it slows them down.
Slows them down a bit. Yeah. The guarantees them a spot on top, I guess. You know,
Osteoporosis cougars.
that is that's pretty bad. I'm not interested. Boy, did I get my ass chewed out by Ann when I told her, I said, from way back, I just realized when I was looking at all my passwords that, oh shit, I got one of those hour time accounts for people that are between the ages of like 40 and 80, want to meet each other kind of thing.
40, that's quite a range, but go ahead.
And I said, I haven't even looked at that in the longest time. And she goes, "Oh, yeah, looking at them old ladies, this and that." I said, "Well, no. You can filter it." And I said, "I usually filter it, 30 to say 50. Oh, did I catch hell for that?
God.
Did I catch hell for that? What are you looking at all these younger women for? I never fucking thought that I'd ever get so old that if I said I was looking at a 50-year-old, I'm looking at younger women. I mean, what the hell? They got to be pretty special that you go over 50, man. They definitely have to be a little special.
Well, here's my thing: is you can't look at a girl that is younger than your oldest child. That's just wrong.
Why?
Because it's wrong.
Is your oldest child an adult?
My oldest child is 31 years old. My oldest child is 31 years old.
So a 30-year-old's not an adult anymore.
No, it's just
because they're a year younger.
I didn't say it was an adult. I said you just shouldn't be looking at them. If you should not
as an adult, you know what you just said. As an adult, you shouldn't be looking at them anymore. So they must not be an adult.
That's just my rule. I got weird rules. Ask Ann. I got weird rules.
Wait until you're my age. Those rules, they're like everything else. They can change by executive order too. Stroke of the pen. I tell you what, if I had some 38-year-old just hot on me, and she was really good looking, I'd sign an executive order allowing that shit, even though my youngest is 39. Damn right. I mean, that's like telling a gold miner, "You're old now, and just because you found the mother lode, that doesn't mean you should take it. You should go down and pan that fucking creek. Don't take that mother lode."
I didn't say it has to be everybody's rule. That's just my rule. That's just my rule. Doesn't mean I wouldn't be intrigued. Doesn't mean I would be flattered or any of that other stuff. It just means that I probably would not be able to go there.
See, the thing is I look at it as I don't have that rule, because what are the fucking odds anyway that I could ever not need that rule?
Right.
I don't think I'm going to have
never
that
going to come into play. So what am I even talking about it? Right. So.
Right. It's there's no way I'd hitch up with somebody younger than my youngest.
Yeah.
And then you stop and think about it, and what are the odds of that ever freaking happening? Right. Well, it could if you won the big lotto. Because then all of a sudden, all the young ones.
Well, then your rules change too. Then you win the big lotto.
Actually, I don't want some young chick if I win the big lotto.
No, I want to stick with the one I got, because I don't want any. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Because anybody knew at that point.
Reason.
You know why they're new. Yeah.
You got
a new balance. You got a new balance.
Say that door. I ain't saying shit.
Get him, Marshall.
Get him, Marshall. I'll loan you one of my hiking boots.
Maybe I need a new battery in my mouth. Maybe that's why that double clicks that shit. Well, listen,
Hey,
guys.
that's it. Get a new battery in your mouse.
There you go.
I had that problem a little over a week ago. My stream was all fucked up because of the mouse.
I'm still corded. That's how I'm
hardwired. Yeah.
Oh,
never
never.
go wrong.
Hey, I'm going to get to bed, guys.
All right,
Sounds good.
I want to
need
thank Sky and Oji-san for being up here with me all night. I do appreciate it, fellas. Everybody out there in the chat, I appreciate you coming, hanging out, spending your Wednesday night here with us. Those of you that super chatted, I greatly appreciate it. Those of you who became a new member, CMO, I greatly appreciate it. What is it? Tomorrow night, Thursday night, we have Around the Campfire, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. You're definitely going to want to be back in this neck of the woods neighborhood.
We're celebrating Samantha Lee's birthday tomorrow night at the
celebrating Samantha Lee Original's birthday. She'll be 21 plus some. And so come on back and hang out with us tomorrow night. So, guys, hey, I love you. Keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy.
It's spicy, y'all.